Hello.
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 Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Can you share your screen? Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you brief me about yourself?
Yeah. So I'm working as full stack developer in my current organization. That is, so here my roles and responsibilities like I have to develop front end as well as back end. So for front end we are using Angular JS, and for back end we are using Spring Boot application to connect to database. We are using Spring Data JPA. Apart from that, our database is MySQL Server. So these are the brief.
Okay. So you are more on backend side or front end side?
More on back end side.
Okay. So you are more comfortable on backend side.
Yes.
Okay. And what all the tools and technology have you used?
Tools and technologies in my previous organization, we have used AWS for deployment purpose.
No, right now, what are all the current tech stack?
Current stack tools like deployment we are using Apache Tomcat.
Backend, you are using Spring Boot.
Yes.
Okay. And database.
MySQL.
And front end.
Angular.
Which version of Angular?
So in current project that is 1.3 Angular JS, but earlier I have also experience in Angular 4.2.
Okay, fine. So let's start this discussion, technical discussion. What we'll do is, so as you said, you are more familiar with backend side.
Yeah.
So I'll start with problem solving, maybe AlgoDS, then we can jump to the next part.
Yeah.
So I'll be sending you one link. Can you open it?
Join.
No. Wait. Can you open this link?
Join a Zoom meeting.
No, see the chat. I sent you in the chat. Click on that button. No, open it wherever, like not Mozilla Firefox or Chrome.
Yeah, I will copy.
So total you have some experience, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can you see?
Yeah.
Coderpad is ready, right?
Yes.
Okay, clear that screen. Maybe just clear this that inside public static void main and print some system.out.println and print your name first. Just check whether this Coderpad is running or working properly.
So in that.
Yeah, clear everything except and put the SOP. This is working.
Yeah.
So one very small problem I have. So for example, so in your Coderpad maybe I'm writing it. So can you see?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If you see this string closely, there are certain palindromic string here. One is G, OOG, right? The another one is OO, right? Okay. So can you give me, if I give you any particular word, for example, here we have Google, how many palindromic strings are available? Can you print those? Can you start writing this code? Or maybe we can discuss. Take some time, think, and then let me know what approach you are thinking, and we can go ahead.
You want to print, suppose the string has a palindrome or palindrome.
No. I wanted to print inside this word how many palindromic strings are available or palindromic words are available. So, for example, here if you see Google, it has certain string like GOOG, right?
Okay.
This is palindromic string. Now, OO is also a palindromic string, which you can see here. You can also consider single
GL and LG
string as a palindrome. The scenario, just no, why this is not palindrome, right? You understand palindrome means, right?
Palindrome is reverse is something similar.
Right. But instead of this complete word, you have to identify how many words, how many characters in these words are palindromic. You understood the question, right? Any doubt?
Yeah, I want to know the count, or I want to print the.
You have to print that.
Okay, so we can consider up to 2 words.
Why? It can be any words, right? Yeah. For example, I have given it to you.
Yeah.
See, you can have 2 words, 3 words, 4 words also. Maybe after Google, let's say if I give you ABA, that will be also a palindromic string.
Yeah,
so what
for that
is your idea?
So for that I will create this string, and what I will do, I will write one method to check. Suppose I will create one string like GOO. First of all, GO in my first iteration I will get, and I will pass this particular GO to my method. Then there I will write some code that it will check whether the given 2 numbers are palindrome.
You mean to say for every character you will be passing? So first you will pass single character, then 2-digit character, then 3-digit character, then 4-digit character, right? You will pass all permutation. Yeah. How will you create a permutation here? And first of all, it won't give you a solution because permutation can reverse those words as well, right?
How how, suppose if we are not traversing, so how will we get the value of string? Like I want to two words.
No, you have to traverse. You can't just,
Mhm.
traverse and reverse and you can pass it into, I'm telling permutation will not help here, probably. And even if it will help, your code will be very complex. It's a very simple solution. You just have to think. Okay, I'll give you a hint. You can use any sort of auxiliary space. You can even write it in big O of n square. I don't mind. Only big O of n cube shouldn't be there. You can write it in big O of n square. Now, I think this much hint would be enough. Still, if you think you don't want to go ahead with this, let me know. We can move ahead with it.
No.
Yeah, sure.
First of all, I will write string is palindrome or not. First of all.
Wait, I have given you input Google. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't hardcode GOOG here.
Yeah.
That is what I am telling.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Input parameter.
giving you sample, right? I'm telling you these two are palindromic string that you have to identify from this word Google. So these two words are your output.
Yeah, I understand. Actually, I'm writing to check whether this function is
So
working or not.
this will give you what? Non-palindromic string.
Yeah, it will give me that number is palindrome or not. Then
Yeah.
it will give
So,
string is palindrome.
so it will give you non-palindrome then.
Then I have one count variable over there. And I will create array list on that. We can put that palindrome number. If number is
See, understand the problem. Array list is not your solution. What you have passed itself and where you are reversing it, that method you need to change something there.
here. Yeah.
The way you are passing and wherever you are passing, those two things are incorrect.
If I'm passing to getting this as a string, I'm getting this and I'm passing to that. What I will do, yeah, we can sort and we can compare.
Sort?
Yeah, sorry, I think we have to do what to check whether the number is same or not. We can remove like what and so yeah, we need not pay. So what I will do, I will uppercase we have to remove. Uppercase we have to remove and we have to.
Are you sure you want to continue with this problem or shall we move ahead?
I have did this type of problem earlier. I'm trying to complete it. I don't want to leave with bad impact.
Okay, that's fine. Leave it.
Okay.
I'll give you one very small problem. Very, very, medium to easy level problem. Okay, so just give me that piece of code. How will you handle it? So clear this screen. Okay. Now, can you tell me a particular word is an odd or even, but catch here is you don't need to use modulus operator.
Okay.
So for example, if I give 1 to 1, it should print what? Odd or even.
Okay.
What it should print?
If your input is 2, then it's print
1 to 1. I said that if the input is 1 to 1.
1 to 1. Yeah, it's odd.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to print odd, but in entire program, you don't have to use modulus operator.
Okay.
Can you write that?
Yeah. I want to check whether number is
What is I mode 2 here? I and 2? Because this is not a valid syntax.
Yeah, actually by ampersand operator we can
Ampersand could be with this conditional thing, right? I, you have this as an integer. 2 you have given equal to 2. So then why I and add how this will work? This is not arithmetic operator, right?
Yeah. Now
Why it is printing if? Do you know the meaning of I ampersand 2? Sorry, this one. Yeah, ampersand 2. What is the meaning of that?
2 is not there. I think it's a.
So what is the meaning of this?
This is like it work on wait. Suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to use this any bitwise operator. Do some mathematical calculation.
Yeah. Now it's working. Okay. To check whether number is so
Yes.
mathematically ampersand I can also modulus we cannot use. Yeah. So yeah. Our last word we can check is divisible of modulus.
So what is the logic? What are you thinking?
The logic I am thinking about the last character what we are getting if it is comes under 2 or 4 8 so it is even. I think 0 also I will include here. I will check the number. If the number is 0 then
2 or 8 or anything you are one by one you are mentioning, and based on that you are telling whether it's a even or odd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Leave it. We can move ahead with the next question. So you said that you have used SOAP and REST, right, in your resume?
Yeah.
So what is the content of WSDL file in SOAP? What is WSDL file first? WSDL file?
Yeah, WSDL file like has, I think, soap envelope is there. There we can find the all the
Soap
methods.
envelope is there. Sure.
Actually, it's a long back I used. WHDL file contains our method information, whatever we need to call, and it will return the data into the XML format.
Visual will return data in XML format.
No, Visual is not for returning, but it has methods. It has like what we can say. Suppose if we are registering some.
First of all, Visual doesn't have any. It's a component, you can say.
Yeah.
Visual has certain components. So can you list few? I understand you have used long back, so I'm not telling you to all 7 or 8 or whatever the components were there. Can you list few of them?
Actually, long back I used and
okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me one thing. What is the best case where SOAP can be beneficial over REST? Everywhere it is REST. REST is better than SOAP. We usually read or wherever we go, we usually observe, right? But what is the case where SOAP will be beneficial over REST?
SOAP provides us more security than the REST.
Okay, in what way?
In the REST, what happens? We have to expose like endpoints. So
in SOAP you don't expose endpoints?
Yeah, but here SOAP envelope is there to secure like.
Okay. SOAP works on what? HTTP or HTTPS?
SOAP is a protocol.
Yeah.
REST works on HTTP. So simple object access protocols and different protocol, and HTTP is another REST works on that.
Right. So HTTP is more secure or HTTPS?
HTTPS is more secure.
Then why this SOAP is secure? You are telling
SOAP is point
there should be some advantage, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, people will stop using SOAP completely. It
Yeah.
will be an obsolete technology. Like today, we don't use RMI or not Servlet, right?
So what I observe in the so based, there is a mechanism for consumption, but in the rest we can consume
mechanism of what?
To consume that we have to use library like KSOAP libraries there to consume that service. We have
in
to
REST
define.
also we can do it, right? There are multiple way of consuming REST.
Directly we can run on our browser. Actually, directly we can access it.
Here also we can do that. Any good pointers which SOAP is providing it to you, which REST doesn't have? Endpoint consumption, you can do it easily in REST. SOAP has a very limited functionality over that.
Yeah.
For example, you have to consume a REST endpoint where your 2.0 is working. You won't be able to do it in SOAP.
Yeah.
But in REST you can do it.
Yeah, REST we can easily call from your browser also.
Yes.
Yeah. In our earlier application, what happens?
Okay, so you have right now you are working on REST, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's discuss more on REST. So you said you have used Spring Boot.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know dependency injection.
Yeah.
So what is dependency injection?
So suppose we have different needs, like we have controller in our application. So controller wants to communicate with the service layer. So what we will do, we will injecting our service layer object in our controller.
How?
So instead, how means @AutoWire annotation is available.
Okay. So when you say at AutoWire, okay, first of all, dependency injection is what? At runtime or compile time? What? When it is happening?
Yeah. It happens you can say it's a runtime.
Okay, it's a runtime. And auto-wiring?
Auto-wiring, suppose in the case of when we start our application, so it is injecting our beans in our.
So compile time or runtime?
So it will show some error. It's a runtime.
Auto-wiring is at runtime by default?
Yeah.
Sure.
Compile time it won't show any error. Suppose if we have to beans.
So when you start your application itself, and if that class is not auto-wiring failed, that exception is coming. So it is compile time or runtime?
I don't know this term, but we can say it's a runtime because when we start our execution will fail, I think.
No,
but in the compile time,
we want to start itself.
Yeah, in the compile time, what we will get like error in our ID itself.
Right. So what it is?
What I understand with the compile time and runtime. Suppose we are getting a compile time error.
Let's not go into that. Right now, I am just asking you, auto-wiring is a compile time or runtime? By default, it is compile time. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it checks if our application has two dependencies.
Right. So
Complete,
when you
then it will
start
show
that
error.
application, if dependency is not present, it is throwing you an error. Basically, it's a compile time.
Okay.
Now the original question is, if dependency injection is runtime, auto wiring by default is the compile time, how they are interlinked?
Okay.
Have you ever imagined those scenarios?
Okay, so I think it's checking by type. While at runtime, what happens if we are injecting bean in our controller, so it will inject that particular bean to our controller layer. So at runtime, it will inject our bean, but compile time, I think it will check whether this type of bean is available.
So are you sure this is happening in this way? Okay,
Yeah,
can you
not
tell me
really.
that in detail what is a Spring Bean life cycle? You yourself can answer this question. If you will answer this, your answer will come automatically. Can you tell me the Spring Bean life cycle
So Spring Bean life cycle has
in detail? Not that in its start and destroy.
yeah, has some callback methods also, like set name as bean.
Yeah, what will happen at first stage? Step 1 is what?
Step one,
There's something called as
may-
pre-initialization steps.
pre-initialization.
What are all the pre-initialization steps?
So in that, after initialization method is there.
No, pre-initialization is not a method. It's a concept. Pre-initialization has certain methods with respect to bean.
Yeah, we can set property there.
But set property will come after initialization, right?
If we have constructor injection, we will set our property at
Everything will come after initialization. There are certain states which you are missing. If you identify that, your second answer will be hidden in that answer. Have you gone through that? Do you know this detailed steps?
detail. I will.
What
try
is
to
happening
recall.
before initialization, post initialization, at the time of initialization?
Yeah, okay. Whenever our container will create a bean, it will set its property and will set its name, and in dependency, it will automatically inject at that time. While creating a bean, I think it will inject the
Okay,
dependency.
so have you used at inject?
At the rate inject.
Yes. Fine, that's all. We have cascaded my feedback. It was nice meeting you. Yeah. Anything from my side you wanted to know? Any role, responsibility, anything?
Yeah, role and responsibilities like and project.
Okay, so we are looking for someone who has some good experience in backend, front end, and some maybe cloud. If you have, then it will be added. So this project is basically we are dealing with some enterprise level, that customers, and yeah, we are building our application, that cloud-based applications where we have both front end and back end. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I will improve my knowledge on this
Problem. Yeah, learning is always good.
Yeah, fine. Thanks.